What's up, guys? I hope y'all are having a great Sunday. It's gonna be another talking vid. Nothing really much going on because of my work schedule, and I've been tinkering with this car. I'm not gonna fire it up or anything, but just been looking over it, making sure everything's good to go. Cause we're about ready to take it for a drive. I'm gonna do a one oil change. I haven't reset the computer or anything. I haven't repositioned or anything. I've been working and just wanted to at least fire this thing up to keep the battery charged up, because if you don't, this thing will go dead just like my other one will. But that's something that I've got to look at, what's causing the battery drainage. It could be the battery itself, but this video is going to be about the mass airflow conversion and the kit that I use to do it. There's more than one way of doing it. You can do it the very cheap way and tedious way, or you can do it which is a little more costly and safer and cleaner, in my opinion. It's going to cost you a little more money, but it's going to save you in the long run because it was less labor intense. So the route that I chose was less labor intense, but did cost me some more, because either way, because with this, when you convert to a mass airflow to a speed density, it's not really a part. You're changing programs. You got a speed density program, you got the mass airflow program, and the differences between the mass airflow and the speed density is the program, of course, and the mass air meter. As I've showed you before, it has a meter here. In case you haven't seen, in case you are new here, this has been converted to mass airflow. Now, the engine harness itself is speed density, but I have an adapter harness, and I converted it all over. Ford made a kit back in the early 90s. Ford Motorsport, that's who the company, Ford, manufactured these adapter harnesses, and it just made modifications easier to do when you had a mass airflow car, because speed density, when you change the camshaft or you change injectors, it can't measure the air, and the computer freaks out and it does all kinds of weird stuff. Mass airflow, when you got a meter here, it's measuring how much air comes into the engine. So right now we have 19-pound injectors. So if we were to change, for an example, right now this engine's calibrated for 19-pound injectors. The mass air meter is calibrated for 19-pound injectors. Now, when I get ready to put 24-pound injectors on it, I'll have to go to late model restoration and get a mass airflow part itself for 24-pound injectors. So that's how that works. So how bad was the swap, you may ask? I'm going to give it on a scale. I did the difficulty meter between 5.5 to 6, because you got to be mechanically inclined to work on these cars. And the reason that I chose this route is because, for one thing, the engine harness is original, and when you go from, if you change the whole engine harness, yeah, of course you're going to change the, when you go from an 86 to a 88 harness, you go from that to a 87 to 93 harnesses. There are differences there. 87 to 91, the fuel pump relay is in a different area, but the 92 and I think up are different. The fuel pump relays are, I think it's 92 only. I don't know about 93. Now 93 is the same way, but fuel pump relays are here on the firewall. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of knowledge on these cars when you're doing a mass airflow conversion. this is really old news, but I just figured I would just clear it up, try to, you know, clear up some confusion that you may have when it comes to doing this. Now, my next step with this car is the base outer reset. Brutal makes a video about that, and I'm going to follow those footsteps as soon as I get an electric fan on this thing, get the oil changed in it, and get everything in top working order. But I'm just letting you know that the mass airflow conversion itself wasn't bad at all. It took me, you know, off and on about 3 weeks because of my work schedule, but always read those instructions, what it tells you to do. Take your time. That's the main key, is read over the instructions. Make sure that when you're feeding the wire through the grommet, make sure that you don't cut any wires as you're cutting through that grommet, because you have to put that little conversion harness, you got to run that wire all the way up through that grommet to make it safe and all that. So I just wanted to let you know on that subject while I'm talking about it. And so far, it's running good. But we just got to do a base outer reset, and after that will be the drive. And of course, I got to reposition the computer. I haven't done that yet, but I just want to let you know once again that the mass airflow conversion wasn't that bad. It's just look over your instructions, take your time with it, and just be very careful, because when you try to change engine harnesses, you're taking a chance on compromising both of them, and that's where your shorts and your troubleshoots will start. But the best way to do a speed density car is, if you can, find a mass airflow conversion from the Encore Mustang Parts Warehouse. I'll have their link in the description. They have these kits. I don't know how much they'll have left. The guy has a lot of them, but it was a kit back in the early 90s, late 80s. They had these cars for the 86 to 88 if you wanted to convert your car to mass airflow. So it just makes it easier for modifications. So I done this swap, and come to find out, all I had was a pinched intake gasket, and I could have left this thing speed density and this thing would have been fine. But now, being that I've done converted it to mass airflow, I'm gonna do heads, cam, and intake, and yeah, that'll be it. But this is gonna do it for this video. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on this one, and I'll see you in the next one. It's hot out here, so you'll be seeing more videos during the evening time when the sun goes down. So this weekend, you don't want to miss it. I'm going to be filming a no prep race at my local drag strip, so you don't want to miss it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.